I guess I keep talking about a little bit about the same thing all the time. But it is what is going on, right? The whole energetic rumble going on that has been going on and that will be going on for a while still. But why is this? A few days ago, I posted a reading about all those little pieces that make us up getting kind of dismantled so that we can put them back together in a different way. Kind of like tidying up your place, moving everything around, making sure you get to clean behind every last little corner. And maybe, since you already made that big mess, you take this opportunity to actually rearrange and redecorate your place. So out of the mess comes a great renewal and a great new opportunity. So a whole new image is going to take form, a whole new shape of you, a whole new shade of you. A different version, and hopefully a more authentic version of your very identity. Let's say. Let's hope. I was gonna say we can only hope, but we can actually also do and observe. So don't worry if you're feeling down or angry, uneasy, and restless. And that's not just normal, that's kind of what it's supposed to be right now. Energetically, we're kind of getting pulled apart so we can put ourselves back together. But this time, the difference is that the instruction manual to put ourselves together that we're going to use is going to be defined by us exclusively. Each and every one of us, who we are. We are to put ourselves back together based on who we are. What really resonates for us, with us, and as us even. So, anyway, without further ado, welcome. This is me, and this is April Tarot. So one thing I did want to mention about the drawing here, notice how we have this figure. The face is not really an actual face, it's more like it's a design, I guess, that I normally use to represent a flame, so fire. And this made me thought of what I just mentioned in the intro about the identity being reshaped, reformed, reshaded. In astrology, the fire signs, in one way or another, are connected to identity. Aries is the self, the ego, individuality. Leo is that part of identity that we show and shine out to the world. And Sagittarius has to do with ideals, philosophy, principles, and that part of us that is put out there, and out there kind of physically, like we explore the world to spread that idea, that higher idea of a self. So in one way or another, fire always is connected to identity in astrology. And I think maybe that's why I actually use my symbol for fire in this, in the identity here. So this is getting, again, reshaped and reshaded. I guess that's going to be the title of this reading. I'm sorry. I was getting a little something here. So, okay, there we go. Have the flapping doors ready. So this are going to be the main topic of the reading. I'm not sure yet if this is, I think this one flipped, if this is an advice, if this is a clarification. I'm not even sure yet, actually. I just did the Spanish version of the reading, and in that one we had a, how can I say it? It was kind of letting us know what this whole process, which has to do with the incoming new moon. I'm going to make a separate video for that, but that's going to be a pretty intense lunation, actually. Anyway, what I was going to say is, and that one I had that very clear, and here I'm not very positive which direction this reading, the English version's going to take. And the exit door. So, wow, beautiful. 2 pages. Okay. So the topic of the reading is definitely a new beginning, and I'm hearing humble, learning. Pages are considered students in tarot. So we have the student of the mind and the student of the body, the material, the mundane. These are 2 very, very powerful things to combine. It's like the ability to manifest in the mundane through thought. I'm getting a huge energy of Mercury. So we have like Gemini and Virgo here manifesting, which are the 2 signs ruled by Mercury. So this is investigation, analysis, study, laboratory, science. Did investigation based on facts. Okay, so in here, this is a lot about understanding, sitting down with ourselves to understand who we are. What this small essence here, this little point of light actually is. So we can, when we reconfigure ourselves, when we rebuild ourselves, it is actually true to who we are. It is authentic, it is genuine, and it spreads out from that authenticity. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Okay, this is the important thing. Remember I told you that this one flipped. In the Spanish version of the reading, there was a very strong Capricorn energy that was very resisting to change, completely reluctant, out of uncertainty, out of fear of letting go of control, which is kind of what this is about. So we're thinking about sitting down to understand things, to analyze them, to study them. A very mind-driven thing, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And then we start taking baby steps with the Knight of Pentacles. We start working through it little by little, block by block. However, and maybe that is why, if you see, we don't really have any fire yet. That fire of authenticity. And if we keep going that way, if we don't align with the fire, maybe we'll get a fire card in one of these three, but I'm thinking maybe this one specifically. That is going to backfire. Or I don't know if backfire would be the proper word, but it's going to be crumbling down with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Normally, the King of Pentacles represents steadiness, stability, long-lasting things. It's a very solid and very generous king. However, this way is, I feel, completely lack of confidence in our own stability. Which, I mean, if that is your case, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that's what you're obviously working with. That's the things that you need to get rid of, so you can start building from the inside out and out. But take it little by little, because I mean everything in here except for the knife. No, actually, even this version of the Page of Swords, the bird doesn't even have its wings spread out. It's not taking flight yet. It's waiting. It's just sitting there. So allow yourself the chance to sit and analyze, to sit and see. There's a lot of things, a lot of ideas of what success is that you're attaching yourself to that are actually, this is falling down in general in society, actually, not just with you. I mean, this how can I call them? This no longer current, no longer useful understanding that we have of what success is coming down. So we need to detach ourselves from that concept and find the one that actually works for us. What does success actually mean for you? Not what has success been made understood or indoctrinated to you as you have been growing up in the current world we live in. King of Cups, see? And this one is perfectly balanced and steady. This is what you need to align with. Yeah, with. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of ideas in my head. I'm trying to stick to the ground and be able to keep flowing. So here, instead of I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a proper, let's say, King of Pentacles. What I'm saying is, for some reason, the way we have been seeing this, for people resonating with this reading, it was not correctly cemented. The foundation was fake because it wasn't aligned with us. This is where you should start building. What you feel aligned with. What is your cup filled with? What do you fill your cup with? Are you an artist? Are you a merchant? Are you a scientist? I don't know. Maybe you've been working, and I'm sorry, I normally bash a lot at corporate society, and not all of it is necessarily corrupt. But anyway, maybe you're working in an office, the ever so hated 9-to-5 kind of job. But really what you want to do is get yourself stuck in a lab, right? Or maybe you want to dedicate your life to sports. I don't know. I can't even think. It's just that there are so many options of things that can be done. Maybe you want to open a YouTube channel about playing chess. I don't know. What I do know is whatever it is that actually fills your cup, that's what you should be doing. Of course, I'm not saying quit your job right now and throw yourself out into the abyss. Every situation is going to be different for everyone. What I'm saying is make sure that you're not pursuing dreams that are imposed instead of those that actually call out to you. There we go. There's the fire. The Three of Wands. I love squirrels because they actually make me think a lot of Virgo energy. They're also Aries because they're like super accelerated and speedy, but kind of for the same reason they make me think of Virgo because Virgo is, like I said, it's a Mercury sign, so it's super analytical. It's always minding its surroundings, has a lot of attention to detail, and it has the ability to think really fast and move really fast, which I know are not things necessarily connected to Virgo, but they are connected to Mercury. And they're kind of ballsy, which Virgo definitely are. So anyway, remember there is a lot of Virgo energy. What do you have in Virgo in your chart? Think about that. If you're a Virgo rising, you're definitely a Virgo identity kind of type. If you're a Pisces rising, then Virgo is your seventh house. So it's also part of your identity axis. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that there's a lot of things going on in my head. Okay, back into the ground. So like I said, this is aligned with fire energy. And the Three of Wands is about movement. Again, movement. I'm sorry. This, what this is telling us is we need to make sure that whatever step we're taking, again, is aligned with who we are. And it looks like we need to have something attached, not attached, what's the word? Under our sleeves. Let's say there is something from our past experiences that we can actually take with us. There's learning, experience, tools. Looks like it's tools of some sort that we should be bringing with us. Not everything that we picked up along the way is to be discarded. There's a lot that we can bring with us. There's something about a pattern with this symbol, maybe a rune. I don't know. I just wanted to mention it in case it resonates with somebody. See, more ones, and there is progress. 3, 4. Are you a musician? Maybe just like 3, 4. Yeah. What they're saying is get ready. Get ready. Things are coming. 3, 4, and see, the new moon right there, and we're almost out the door here. 4 of Swords. Okay. Calm down. You know how squirrels can be, like I said, they're very accelerated. It's like they had a little too many Red Bulls, a little too much coffee. Speaking of coffee. Allow yourself the chance to stop for a second and go inside. Meditate. You need to ease the mind before you go out. 3, 4. Settle down. No noise. No distractions, no TV, no phone. As soon as you finish this video, click out of your device, sit down, lie down, and sit there with your feelings. Forget your thoughts. I mean, if any thought comes in, just let it go. Just let it pass through. Don't block anything, just let it pass. And focus your attention on your center. That space between your green and yellow chakras, your heart and your solar plexus. That whole area. Focus your attention there. Don't define what you're feeling, just feel it. See? Nourish it. Hold it. Grab it. See how it's kind of like the same, a little bit like the same position? The armadillo here is kind of holding, I mean, in its own armadillo way. He has an armadillo body, not a human body. But the figure here is kind of holding this in that same space. So is the armadillo. Meditate and hold that space. Imagine an orb there, a ball of light, energy concentrating there, and kind of like breathing, like connected to your own breathing, and feel how it expands and contracts, and feel what it has to tell you. That is where you're gonna know. That is how you're gonna know how this action here is to be taken. How this cup is to be filled, right? Don't worry about the resources that you will need. Those will come along when you are aligned with this, right? Once you're clear on that, then you can start getting out there, right? And remember, identity. It's not even complicated. All it needs to be is true to you. All right? I'm gonna leave it there. Oh wait, no, I'm not. One more card. Congrats! And see, that new moon that we're having is actually in the sign of Pisces. This is the World card. The World card is culmination, completion, complete integration. So you're actually, you completed your process. One of the main planets that is going to be involved in this new moon is Saturn, which is the planet of long process cycles, and is the master of discipline, is the taskmaster actually of the planets, and it is also the one that grants rewards for effort. So, and Saturn rules the World card. So this card is actually telling you not only that you're done with the heavy part, but that rewards are coming in, results are coming in, and it looks like it's good, but you do need to see how there's always something cycling, an orb in the middle. And here. That essence needs to be aligned with who you are. Go within, meditate. This is your last advice, actually. Go ahead and meditate and nourish. That's key in here. Nourish this orb here. Nourish this light, because this is you. This is what is going to shape this new shade of who you are. I'm sorry I sighed like that. It's just that, whoa, it's heavy. There's a lot going on. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Congratulations for your efforts. Congratulations. Looks like you're coming out well. There's just a little more details to make sure that everything is, again, very, very good energy. Always taking last of the very last details. Make sure everything is lined up with you and you're all set and ready to go. All right? Thank you very much for your time. See you soon.